anything that has to do with education, we will not compromise. We are all who we are today because of the education we received. We're not saying things are perfect, but as a government, we are committed to making sure that we improve the situation. And most of you in Labour have supported us. And in cases where we expect it to be the same for most unions, especially when you can see that the reforms we're trying to put in place will be in their own long-term interest. So when our children come to us, they cry to me to say, "Sir, please help us. We want to go back to school. We want to go to class. We want to graduate." And we've been begging the teachers to go, and they say, "No. What do you expect us to do?" And what they are striking for, is it our problem? ASU has a problem with federal. How has that got to do with me in Edo, in my own schools? What is happening is that maybe it's a deliberate effort to give private universities a headroom, an advantage over government schools. So if federal institutions have a problem, why should we suffer in Edo? Look at what we have tried to do in AAU. We've been struggling to reform, to change. How can you say you have a school that's almost 40-something years old, almost 30,000 students, and they say they cannot pay their way? We are ready to discuss. Don't lump someone else's problem on our, we're small states. We want to build our model institutions ourselves. We expect everybody in Edo to cooperate for us to build. How can you be fighting me for providing education, struggling to provide education for your child? Is it fair that some of these people who are striking don't have their own children in those schools? They've sent their children to other schools abroad, in Ghana, places like that. All we're saying is work with us. Let us stop this confrontation. The state government is not fighting them, but for the sake of our children, it is time for us to sit across the table and all make sacrifices to see how we can improve our educational system. That is what we're doing.